Hello everyone, my name is Alma Chavez and today I'm going to be presenting a short little screencast of an infographic that I found titled The 5 W's of Special Education. And what led me to this infographic was I was exploring a little bit in depth of what is IDEA, and as I was looking that up, I came across this resource, which is special education website, and basically it just outlines why special needs treatment is right. And when exploring IDEA, which is Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, I found that IDEA is a federal law that requires schools to serve the educational needs of eligible students with disabilities. And when looking at this graphic, we find that it's explaining exactly who are these individuals with special needs. And here, what I found very interesting was the number of households with children that have special needs, and they're 23%. That means 11.2 million children have the following disabilities. And here it gives a great and vast basically like an outline almost of everything that is considered a disability, and goes from allergies to asthma, ADD, ADHD, and developmental delays, anxiety, diabetes, and so on. And the list continues to go on and on. And then as we move on to the next W, it's the what. So what do these students require? They deserve equal opportunity. And these students require the following treatments. And these treatments are, sometimes parents may go into wanting their child to have prescription medication. That's totally up to them. They require extra services. They may require emotional, behavioral, or developmental therapies. There's 23% of children may have a limitation in what the child can achieve. Sorry, I kind of messed that up right there. 23% of children are face a limitation in what they can achieve. So with that being said, it already makes sense that they need these extra services so that they can go beyond that limitation and reach possibilities that go beyond their disability. And some of these students may also need physical, occupational, or speech therapies. And these are all services that they require. And under IDEA, they can receive these services. And as we continue to move on, it says, with most special needs children included in normal classroom activities, just with a few accommodations. So daily activities are analyzed in the classroom with these students, and whether or not they're receiving the appropriate accommodations where they can participate in these daily activities. And then we move on to the when. When everyone needs help when they're children. So that's basically what it says right here with this little guy right here. And it says that basically all children need help at all stages of their development, and it's important to have that early detection and intervention, because it leads to just greater gains in their educational journey. And as we continue to move down, it says where. So in regards to diagnosis, there's the doctor, psychologist, teacher, school nurses, therapists. These are all the professionals who diagnose the child's condition. We know that teachers do not diagnose, but we do make that recommendation that they would seek diagnosis if we do see those signs of possible struggles with the student, and we basically try to give those students those services that they need, because without the diagnosis they will not have access to those special services that they need. And why do we do all of this? Well, here it provides 4 reasons why. And if we look at 1990, the IDEA Act. So this is basically what our focus is right now, is an Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, in which students with disabilities must be prepared for further education, employment, and independent living. So IDEA basically gives those students that support that they need, and says that, these students, despite their disability, they can be prepared for furthering their education. They can reach these highs that maybe people underestimate them, and IDEA basically sets that standard where it's saying these students need accommodations, they need modifications, and they need that extra support, and we're gonna have that federal law that requires that schools serve the educational needs of students with disabilities. Right here, interesting, it says, if a child's strength, endurance, or stamina cannot keep up with school activities, they can qualify for other health impaired special education status. So that's under the IDEA Act. And as I reflect on my own experiences in the education system, I currently work with a student who's visually impaired, and I see how she receives an abundance of just support where I come in as a one-on-one aide, and I'm there to support her in all her necessities when it comes to vision. She has special modifications in every classroom, and she's a high school student, and she has the accommodations as well. She's also provided with special tools that'll just help her in blowing up images, and it's just like an abundance of just resources and support. And I can see where the IDEA Act, without it, a student in her situation probably wouldn't be able to succeed within the classroom without all of these accommodations. And that's the end of this infographic, and hope you enjoyed it and enjoyed the video, where you could have hopefully gained a little bit more insight into what IDEA is. Thank you for watching.